There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
All right, everyone. Today we've got another classic sovereign citizen moment in court. This time it's a woman facing probation violation charges due to drug use. But instead of taking the smart route and getting a public defender like most people, she decides to go full-on self-representing genius. And, well, you can already guess how that's going to play out. Personally, I don't think she's a true sovereign citizen. Seems like she's just following a script. What do you think? Does she actually believe in what she's saying, or is she just reading a prepared statement? And if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive right in.
This comes before the court today on a probation violation hearing. And it's the intent of the defendant at this time to stipulate. And I do believe there's a agreed sentence, as you would say in this case.
All right. Ms. Clark, you've heard the announcement of your attorney. Is that what you want to do? Admit to the violations?
No, actually, I'm gonna make a motion for my attorney to withdraw. I got this myself.
Oh, okay. What's the reason for that?
I just want to represent myself.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody give her a waiver of attorney form. Okay. It's muted for some reason. All right. Well, I've already gone over these rights with you, so you should understand them, but you have the right to hire your own attorney. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I've already appointed one, you qualified. You do have the right to represent yourself as well, and that's what you want to do today?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you want to waive your right to an attorney, when we do this, you have to follow the rules of procedure and evidence, just as if you're an attorney. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Does anyone promise you anything or threaten with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
All right. Looks like you've already signed it and sent it in here. Did you understand this form you signed?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your waiver and allow you to represent yourself. All right. Are you wanting to stipulate to the violations, or do you want a contested hearing?
I'm gonna contest it.
All right. Mr. Hollis here.
Yes, Judge, I can grab them real quick.
Okay. Okay, state has the burden. Any opening statement, Mr. Marcinski?
No, sir, thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, any opening statement?
Well, there goes her chance to properly defend herself. Honestly, I'm surprised she didn't dive straight into one of those classic sovereign citizen rants, like the whole "the court has no jurisdiction" or "I'm a sovereign living being" nonsense. It's actually kind of a relief she skipped that, but here's the bigger problem. An opening statement is absolutely crucial when you're representing yourself. It's your one moment to set the tone, build credibility, and show the judge you're not completely out of your depth. Blowing it, or even worse, skipping it entirely, basically screams, "I've got nothing." If you're going to stand up and represent yourself, at least say something that actually counts.
State may call this first witness.
Thank you, sir. The state would call Court Service Officer Christopher Hollis. Sir, will you please state your name for the record?
Chris Hollis. I'm a court services officer.
In that job occupation, were you assigned the supervision of a Miss Ashley Clark? That supervision being for an endangering a child underlying 12-month sentence?
That is correct.
On May 18th of this year, 2023, did you test Miss Clark for the presence of drugs?
Yes.
And what was the result of that UA sample from Miss Clark?
It was positive for methamphetamine.
So her
Stating that
UA
she-
was positive for methamphetamines, and she also, in response to that positive UA test, signed in a statement of admission of using methamphetamines.
That's correct.
Did you order her to report on June 2nd, 2023?
I did.
And did she appear on that day?
She did not.
Has she appeared or reported to you since that time?
No.
Sometime after May 24th of 2023, were you advised by local authorities of her being arrested for a new crime?
Yes, and I did. I received that, and apparently she has new charges.
To your knowledge or to the notes, did Ms. Clark ever report that negative law enforcement contact with your office?
No, she did not.
That will be my questions for Mr. Hollis at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, do you have any questions for Mr. Hollis?
No,
All right, do you have any further evidence or witnesses, Mr. Marcinski?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I do not.
All right, Ms. Clark, you have time to, now it's your turn to present any evidence if you want to. Do you wish to present any evidence?
right now I see no evidence. This has the needed personal subject matter
Argument, I'm asking
jurisdiction.
If you want to present any evidence, do you want to present any evidence?
But then again, do I really feel that bad? She could have easily gotten an attorney. The guy was literally sitting right next to her, just chilling with his coffee, and she dismissed him without a second thought. Like, why? What's going through? The mind of a sovereign citizen? What's the logic here? The lawyer was free, willing to help, and she still chose to go solo. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Does anyone else feel a bit bad for this girl? I mean, sure, she's a criminal and probably not the greatest person. But watching her get humiliated in front of everyone is honestly uncomfortable. I'm kind of cringing for her right now. So what do you guys think? Do you feel any remorse for her? Or is she getting exactly what she deserves? Let's get back into it, because things are about to get real rough for her.
Well then, closing argument, Mr. Marcinski?
Your Honor, at this time, the state believes it is shown by a preponderance of the evidence that Ms. Clark is in violation of her probation and conditions of probation imposed by the court therein. The state's going to ask that you find that she is in violation of that probation. The state would point out that this is a misdemeanor probation for endangering a child. Therefore, Ms. Clark is entitled to no graduated sanctions, intermediate sanctions, or other relief set forth by the legislature on felony probations. Due to the litany of violations, the continued drug use, the failure to follow through with her treatment requirements, the state believes that she's shown that she's not amenable to probation and would recommend the court revoke and remand her to serve her underlying sentence.
All right, Ms. Clark, closing argument?
There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Okay. It'll be the order and judgment of this court. Well, first of all, I'll make my findings. The state's shown by preponderance of the evidence that you violated probation in this case using methamphetamine around the 18th, as evidenced by the 18th of May this year, as evidenced by the positive UA and the admission. Also find that you failed to report in violation of probation as alleged. That would be the June 2nd, 2023 date. You failed to successfully complete outpatient treatment at Summer Mental Health as ordered by the court, so I find you violated probation there as well. You also failed to report law enforcement contact within the business day in violation of the orders of probation. You have violated it does in a very substantial way. I will go ahead. It appears as if probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute.
$200 per minute for being in jail? Seriously? This sovereign citizen actually thinks she deserves to walk free after endangering her child, continuing her drug abuse, and being an awful parent all around? Seriously? She already violated probation, and now she's demanding to be paid for her jail time? The level of delusion here is off the charts. You know what? Any sympathy I had for her is gone. The moment you violate probation and put a child's safety at risk, jail should be the least of your worries. She absolutely deserves to be locked up, no question. And that snarky comment she made before getting arrested, that should have earned her a contempt charge. It wasn't technically a threat, but it was downright disrespectful to the judge, and that can't be overlooked. Sovereign citizens like her live in this warped fantasy where rejecting the court's authority somehow means they can charge the system for their own consequences. Newsflash. Violating probation doesn't come with a paycheck. She's not some hero standing up to injustice. She's a criminal facing the consequences of her own actions. The only thing she's entitled to is serving her full sentence. So, now that we've watched this train wreck unfold, what do you guys think? Does she have any chance of getting out of this, or is she totally screwed? And let's be honest, is there any reality where she's getting that $200 a minute? Spoiler alert, no. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're into this kind of courtroom drama, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Catch you in the next one.